Okay, so today, look at my gorgeous daffodils. I could not resist them. Just, so symbolic of spring to me.
I agree.
So today we're going to do a pretty intense practice. I think people are beginning to expect that every day now. We're going to focus on part 2 of body-mind. Last Monday class, we did part 1, which was the upper body, and in some detail. And we've actually been doing bits of part 2 during the week in the early morning class. But today I want to go through pretty much the whole of part 2 of body-mind. So we're going to be very focused on the lower body. And there are a couple of quite unusual postures that we get into, as those of you who were online on Wednesday and Friday last week know. And it's been really actually extraordinary what people have been experiencing as a result of doing these practices, which open up the pelvic area. I'm going to show you a diagram of the hip joint and the sacroiliac joint, which it usually doesn't move, the sacroiliac joint. It's the joint between the sacrum and the iliac bone. And that joint does not move for most people. With some women in childbirth, it moves. But for the majority of people, it doesn't move. And these postures go really deep into opening up these bones. And what we've been experiencing over last week was people having some big releases of stuck energy in this area, including patterns that got created by sexual abuse. So this can be a really profound practice. So I wanted to show you an image of the sacrum. There's the sacrum, and this is the iliac bone, this sort of flat, curved bone that is joined to the sacrum by the joint. This is the sacroiliac joint right in there. You see that? This is the joint there. I'm going to show everybody online this too. So this is the area we're going to be focused on quite intensely with a couple of postures. And then of course the hip joints, which are here. This is the top of the femur. That's also involved in this. So here we are. I hope you're going to be able to see more or less. Let me just hold it up here. So this is the sacrum here. And this is the curved iliac bone. It's flat, curved. And this joint here is the one I'm talking about that doesn't normally open up in what the Chinese call ordinary people, meaning people who don't do Qigong. It's that joint there. And then the hip joint, of course, is here. This is the top of the femur, which I managed to break off when I broke my hip. The miracle of medicine. I now have an artificial joint in there, which does me proud. I'm so grateful. So I just wanted to, after being quite sort of technical, be a little more energetic and read you a couple of very short verses, sutras from the Radiant Sutras. This is one of my favorite books by Lauren Roche, R-O-C-H-E. Maggie, would you settle down? Maggie, come here. Thank you. Okay. So why don't you close your eyes and listen to this so you can really feel it energetically. The spine has secret passageways to the subtle dimensions of life. Attend simultaneously to the area around your tailbone as vibrating with luminous space, and to the spine gushing with radiant spaciousness. The ecstatic energy of that emptiness will surge through you and carry you into the world beyond all thought. Behind the spine is infinity. Below the perineum, invisible, pulsating roots open downward into space. The heart is wide as a spiral galaxy. Steadily consider back, root, heart, and know the living body of vastness that you are. Okay. So from there, we will organize the chi field sitting down so you can just relax wherever you are. Just feeling that vastness of space in this living body. Feeling the pulsations of life in that space. Empty and yet full. Full of the unmanifested. Full of possibility. What is the possibility you are choosing for yourself in this time? So as we prepare to do practices from body-mind, which are particularly focused on the lower body, on the pelvis, on the legs and the feet and the toes, we can set our intention together to be steady, to feel grounded, to feel this open spaciousness, and at the same time be grounded into our lives. Be deeply connected to Mother Earth and all life. So as the winds of change blow hard all around us, we can remain steady. We can remain connected to that deep, silent, quiet place within us, no matter how much noise is around us. This is probably the most important practice that any of us can be doing in these challenging times. And the beauty of this practice is, as you do it for yourself, you're affecting everyone else who's doing it with you, and you're affecting the field of all of humanity and the field of the planet. You are contributing to your healing and the healing of all life. So give yourself permission now to completely relax. Just feel that relaxation in your head and shoulders. Let the space between your head and shoulders, your neck, the back of your neck, release. Shoulders moving down, shoulder blades relaxing down your back. Feeling the relaxation throughout your whole spine. Your hips relaxing down into the chair, the surface you're sitting on. Feel the relaxation in your arms, your hands, your fingers. Feel the relaxation in your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. Whole body softening, whole body relaxing, relaxing, relaxing. Becoming aware of the field of energy all around you, above you, and beneath you. Feeling yourself expanding above into the formlessness, the invisible, the unknown. Allowing yourself to be more and more comfortable with the unknown. Developing a sense of trust in life. A sense that all is fundamentally well. As we learn to let go of judgments, judging things in our experience as good or bad, or beautiful or ugly, or right or wrong. Letting go of this old tendency, very human tendency, to divide our experience conceptually into this is okay and this isn't. Just feeling the okayness beyond okay and not okay, the goodness beyond good and bad. The neutrality of the energy, not taking sides, indivisible, can't be separated. Merging with that energy of unity, of absolute harmony. And feeling that energy of harmony inside you. our consciousness connecting and creating the experience within us of harmony, of fundamental harmony. Everything inside us harmonizing together. And then becoming aware of the energy beneath us. Connecting to all life on this planet. Just allow images, thoughts of the forms of life that you love, the human beings. Bring to mind your beloveds. Bring to mind animals that you love. Maybe a pet. Or other creatures that you have an affinity towards. Perhaps there's an animal that feels like a totem for you, has some special meaning for you. Bring to mind birds, this wonderful symbol of flying free. Bring to mind the creatures in the oceans. The playful dolphins, the ancient, wise whales, connecting with these life forms, their aliveness, their intelligence, and connecting to all the plant life, the plants that feed us, the flowers that give us so much pleasure, sheer beauty. The trees, a wonderful symbol for us with their rootedness and their branches reaching up into the sky, into the infinity of blueness of sky. And connecting with the solidity, with the silence of mountains. Mountains are rising out of the earth, deep down, connected to the core of the earth. recognizing this ally, mountain. We can call on mountain energy when we need to feel that solidity, that groundedness, that deep silence inside us. This entire web of life are allies, ready to be called on energetically. Feeling that sense of belonging to this web of life. And our responsibility, our ability to respond, to connect with this web of life, to ask for help, for guidance, and to do our part in nurturing, protecting, restoring the web of life, which we are an intrinsic part of and dependent upon. Feeling the energy in our hearts, the appreciation opened up in our hearts as we contemplate our place amongst this magnificence that we call life on earth. Feeling our gratitude and our commitment. Dedicating ourselves to heal all the old patterns that have separated us from each other and from the earth. Feeling that deep longing inside us to dissolve those old patterns completely. And to awaken. To awaken to the potential within each one of us and within all of humanity collectively. Waking up to the possible human being. Waking up dormant DNA. So we can heal. We can heal ourselves, each other, and the earth. We can heal the past and create a new, extraordinary, unimaginably loving, caring future. We need to imagine it. Even in the darkest of times, we need to create those pathways with our imagination, with our consciousness, that will take us into this bright future that we are in the midst of creating. We need to grow in confidence, find each other, and do this work together repeatedly, making those pathways clearer and clearer for those who follow us. Relaxing, allowing all this information to penetrate deep into the cells, into the DNA. So gently opening your eyes, moving your body freely. And then rising up onto your feet, finding a place in the room to practice. And let's begin with a few squats to open up the lower spine. Open up that pelvic area we've been talking about. So bringing the feet together as much as possible. Finding your balance. The feet flat on the floor. Imagine you have roots. Going down into the energy beneath. Into all that life that we activated. Connecting with all those life forms through our roots. Anchoring us into life on this planet. And now focusing on your lower back. The area of the gate of life right opposite your navel. Opening up this gate of life with the practice of squats. Crown of head lifting. Tailbone pointing straight down. Nice long spine. Weight on your heels. And begin squatting down, tailbone coming forward. Knees are touching if they can, supporting each other. And then lifting from the crown of the head, scooping that tailbone forward even more as you rise up into the sky. Feet rooted into the earth. And again, another little squat down, squatting down and feeling the lower back, the gate of life opening, opening, opening. And lifting from the crown of the head, scooping the chi up your spine, opening up this whole spine. And squatting down, down to the earth, down into all that life, and scooping it up with your tailbone, coming up, lifting from the crown of the head, drawing that energy up your legs and into your belly area. And squatting down, making sure your toes are behind your knees, knees not in front of your toes, and lifting, drawing all that life. Imagine it coming up your legs and filling your belly. Filling your belly, your whole pelvic area, full of chi. Squatting down into the earth's energy and gathering up that raw primal energy through your feet, coming up through your legs, thighs, into the pelvic area, into your whole abdomen filling with abundant chi. And squatting down into the earth, gathering all that abundant energy, that pure life force, up through your feet, into your lower legs, your thighs, your pelvic area, all the joints, all the bones, into the hollow in the middle, and all the organs in the pelvic bowl, filling with energy. And centering it all in the dantian, focusing it into the middle, concentrating it into this powerful energy center which nourishes every cell and all the DNA in the body. Relax. Continuously relaxing deeper, receiving deeper, absorbing deeper. And bringing your hands up to your waist. Do crane's neck to open up the top of the spine. So we want our whole spine opened up for all practices. Tucking your chin in, circling your chin up, lifting it a little higher and forward and down and in as far as you can. Really tuck that chin and slide it up. Keep it tucked as long as you can. And then open up the throat as chin rises up and then moves forward, out, down, in, Sliding up, chin is tucked tightly. Raising the chin up into the sky. Circling forwards and down and in. Sliding up, and we go down the other way. Down, tucking your chin in tightly. Feel the back of the neck opening. Forward, up, higher, and tuck the chin in tightly. Move the chin down, tucked in, and then forward and out. Stretch your chin out and up. Stretch it up and tuck your chin and relax. Relax. Feeling that space between the head, the shoulders, opened up. Feeling your feet with those roots merging down and anchoring you into the earth. And bringing your hands up in prayer position in front of your heart. And remembering your intention, our intention, to stay grounded and steady, no matter what. And lifting up that information, the energy of that intention, up to your brain. Clasp your fingers, turn your palms to face up above your head, stretch your arms up. Push your right foot down into that earth energy. Right palm up into the blue sky and circle your shoulder back and down. And the left foot down, the left palm up, left shoulder back and down. Switching from side to side in your own time. Stretching open the side body. Opening up the energy channels running down the sides of the body and opening the joints. Really stretch out of your hip joint. See how far you can open up the hip joint with this movement. Focus on the sacroiliac joint. Imagine you're getting a little movement in there too. A little space opening up with this movement. And let go of your fingers, palms facing forward, arms are by your ears. Tuck your tummy in tightly, push back on the knees so they are straight. And let your head bow down and your arms go with your head, and then each vertebrae follows one by one, curling forward, opening up each joint individually as you slowly go down. Take your time. And then hang suspended from your gate of life. Turn your palms to face the earth, connecting with all that life that we activated. Feel it in your hands, feel it in your feet. Straighten your legs, pushing back on your knees, and bring your head in towards your legs. And release. In towards your legs, open that gate of life even more, and release. In, open, and release. Circling around to the left.
Head comes in. Open, Mingmen, and release. And allow the chi to flow through the Mingmen into your whole pelvic area. Imagine as you do the practice. Bring your head in. The chi flows in, filling the pelvis. Head comes in. Chi flows in and fills the pelvis. Circling around to the right. Bring your head in. Open up the gate of life. The chi pours in and fills the whole abdominal area. Head comes in. Open and receive. Head comes in. Open and receive. Circling to the front. Scoop your hands around, gathering chi from the earth. Bring them into your legs. Bring the energy into your legs wherever you can hold on and squeeze it in. Squeeze the life force into your legs. And then bring your head in. Feel the Mingmen opening even more. And receive. Head comes in. Chi flowing in and absorbing. Head comes in. Showering down through your lower back into your belly area. In. Open and receive. Arms around to the front by your ears. You can bend your knees a little if you wish and begin to come up vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking one on top of the other. As you come up, your spine is a column of energy. Your arms extending that column up into the blue sky. Your legs extending the column down through your feet, through your roots into the earth. And then become a wave. A wave of energy rooted in the earth and free and open to the sky. Bring that freedom down through your body. Bringing up the strength, the power of the earth up through your body. And all of it unified inside you as you undulate. Arms up above your head. Open your arms out as though holding the blue sky in your arms. Holding all this unmanifested energy. Holding all the information we brought in. Our intention to connect. To connect with life. And then drawing all that potential above our heads into a great ball of potential. Great ball of blue sky in our hands and our arms, and draw it down. Bring the blue sky down through the top of your head and fill your brain with blue sky emptiness. The formless, unconditioned energy filling every brain cell. Pouring this blue sky energy, this emptiness down your throat and neck,
filling the whole upper torso. Empty blue sky. Lower torso. Empty blue sky. Pouring the blue sky emptiness down through your hollow legs, filling with blue sky emptiness into your feet, down your arms, into your hands. And bringing your hands up to your waist, separating your feet by stepping on chi out just beyond the shoulders. And bringing hands up onto the waist, thumb at the back, crown of the head lifting, feeling the spine spacious, open, the feet rooted down into the earth. Weight on your heels and squat down with this posture. And pushing your tailbone out to the right as far as you can, keeping your body erect from the waist up, just the lower areas moving. And then circling around to the front, tailbone curling up as much as possible in front of you, around to the left hip rising a little, around to the back, tailbone up behind you, and continuing to circle, making as big a circle as you can, really stretching open the lower vertebrae, the sacrum, the hip joints, opening. Keeping your mind in these joints. Where the mind goes, the chi follows. The formless energy going right into any blocked energy in these joints and creating movement. When you reach the back, pause and reverse, concentrating inside, making the movement as big as you can. Being aware of all the subtleties of the movement, following it all, being curious and open. When you reach the back, pause, tailbone down into neutral. Connect with the center of the abdomen, the dantian, this energy ball, right in the middle. And from the dantian, begin to move your tailbone in very small, slow circles. The movement is hardly perceptible. gathering. Gathering the subtle energy into Dantian, inside Dantian. When you reach the back, pause and reverse. Concentrating. Smiling. Feeling that smile on your face, activating a smile throughout your whole belly area. Smiling into the Dantian. Coming into stillness. Silent. Knees are still bent. Crown is still lifted. Moving the tailbone forward and up. Sending that silent quietness up your spine into the center of the brain. Back and up. Forward. Up. Back. Up. Forward. Up. Back. Up. Forward. Up. Back. Up. Forward. Up. Back and up. Tailbone down into neutral. From the crown of the head, lifting up, straightening, aligning, and feeling. Turning the left toes out, pivoting on the heel. Pivoting on the right heel, turning the right toes out. Feel your roots anchoring you. You can push down a little on your big toes for balance. And dropping your hands to the sides. Turning your palms to face up. Just the palms. The lower arms coming up in front of you, elbows by your waist. Now raising the upper arms so your palms come up in front of your face. Turning the palms to face outwards, thumbs passing by your third eye, opening out to the sides, lowering the lower part of the arms down so you're in a straight line to the sides. And from the fingertips of your right hand, feel the energy, imagine it, and move your arms a little. The energy moves up through your arms, through the right shoulder, out through the left shoulder, and down your left arm, all the way out to the fingertips. Stretch, and then come back from the left fingers, through your left arms, across your shoulders, down the right, all the way out to the fingertips. And then begin to sway from your waist, making these wave movements with your arms, focusing on the energy in your arms, swaying from the waist. The energy moving through your arms, fingers, and back. You need to look at me to get an idea how it looks. Your hands and fingers should be moving just a little bit as you draw the energy through your fingers and palms, up your arms, through your shoulders, one shoulder blade going across to meet the other one. It all should be very gently moving as you sway. Your shoulder blades are moving across your back to meet each other. Stretch out, and then the other shoulder blade comes across to meet the other one. Holding your arms out straight to the sides. And now just allow them to float down. And just feel the energy from your shoulders, releasing the tension down your arms, through your hands, through your fingers, and down into the earth to be composted. Again, turning the palms to face forward. Your elbows are by your waist. Elbows by the waist. Then raise the lower arms up in front of you. Lift up the lower arms so your palms face your face. Turn your palms, thumbs passing by the third eye, the face out, opening up the third eye. Open up your arms to the sides. Lower the lower arms so you're in a straight line. And then begin the movement again. From the fingertips, up your arms, through your shoulder blades, and down the other arm to the fingertips. And sway your body from the waist. Opening up the hips, the whole pelvic area. Opening up the back. Shoulder blades opening. The arms, hands and fingers all opening. Arms out in a straight line, standing straight. And now squatting down with your knees going out over your toes. Your arms lowering like the lowering of the sun at sunset. Palms coming together. Raise them up in front of your heart. Now rotate the fingers and the wrists in a circle. Let your shoulders get involved. So you're all rotating the upper body. Shoulders are rotating. Take a look at me if you haven't quite got the shoulders yet. You'll see that my shoulders are rotating. Now you can get your hips involved too, unless that's too much for you. If it is, just focus on the hands and the shoulders. The other way, rotating the other way. The spine is straight. We're not leaning forward. The crown is lifted. And coming up, palms raising up to your face, the thumb in front of the third eye, and then open out. Open up the third eye. Circle the hands around to the sides, lowering the arms, the lower arms, to a straight line. And now we sway. And we open up the fingers, the wrists, the hands with this movement. Shoulder blade going across to meet the other one and down the other arm. Into the hands and fingertips, moving the energy from the fingertips through the arms and shoulders and out through the other arm all the way down to the fingertips. Go into a straight line and squat down. Spine is straight, head lifting from the crown, arms going down, bringing the hands up into prayer position, front of the heart, and rotate. The fingers and wrists, the shoulders, the hips, and the other way. Crown of the head lifts, pushing your palms together, helping you to raise up. Hands coming up in front of your face. Thumbnails are right in front of your third eye. Open up your third eye, open up your hands. Out to the sides, to a straight line. And now we sway. And from the fingertips, we create wave arms. Once you've got the movement, see if you can feel inside your arms. Really following the energy through your arms, through your upper body, to a straight line. And down we go, squatting, arms following the setting sun. Past your knees, straightening your spine. Hands coming up in front of your heart and circling. Corey, have your feet further apart. Easier. The other way. Crown of the head lifting, pushing your palms up. Thumb in front of your third eye, open. Out to the sides, to a straight line. Wave arms and swaying. Keep your mind inside your body. Really feeling the movement of chi. Pushing out on your fingers, lengthening ligaments and tendons, lengthening your bones. All these practices we do in body-mind strengthen the muscles, the ligaments, the tendons, and the bones. Come to stillness and squat down, arms down. Hands together, up in front of your heart and rotate. Stretching the ligaments in the thigh, in the hip joints, and the other way. Crown of the head lifting, keep the hands where they are. Straightening and feeling. Feeling inside. Feel the whole pelvic area. Feel the opening. Greater spaciousness. Greater movement. Now the left toes go in. And the right heel goes out. So you're now standing pigeon-toed. Push back on the knees. Pull up on the thighs and the hip joints and the stomach muscles. The lower back is relaxed. The tailbone is slightly sticking out behind you. Opening your hands out into an oval in front of you. Your thumbs are at about the level of your third eye, and there's a palm's width between your hands. And the hands are facing your body. Tiger's mouth is open. Tiger's mouth being the area between the thumb and the second finger. Now lean forward a little bit and relax your arms, shoulders. Imagine your energy arms are floating on an energy ball in front of you. Keep the knees pushed back. Tighten the thighs, the hip joints, pulling them up. Stomach in. Relax the lower back. The crown of the head is lifted. Chin is tucked. A very unusual posture, I'm sure you'll agree. Somewhat uncomfortable. What you're doing is opening up the sacroiliac joints. You might find you shake a little. That's good. It means the energy is opening. Doing your best. Constantly go through your body, relaxing as much as you can into the posture. Keeping the muscles I mentioned tight. Thighs, hips, stomach. Relax the shoulders. Lifting the arms up above the head, straightening. Knees bending inwards. As much as you can, bend your knees inwards. Tighten the buttock muscles, pulling the tailbone slightly forwards. And now lean back just a little, opening your arms out to hold the sky. Crown of head is lifted and chin is tucked, looking up at the sky. Tighten the thighs, the hips, drawing up, tailbone, tucked under, relaxing the back as much as you can. Relaxing your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Making your best effort. If you want to make it more intense, you bend your knees further. And then lifting your arms up above your head, straightening And we go forward again. Arms going down. Hands, arms down. Thumbs are at the level of the third eye. Leaning forward, pulling up on the thigh muscles, hip joints, relaxing the lower back, tailbone slightly out behind you, leaning forward a little. Push back on the knees. As you push back on the knees, all the meridians running down the sides of the legs, backs of the legs are opening. Relax your shoulders. Don't lean forward too much. Less than 30 degrees forward, not even 45. Crown of the head is lifting, chin is tucked. Looking through your thumbs. Lifting your arms up above your head. Bending your knees inwards as much as you can. And then leaning back about 30 degrees. Opening your arms out to hold the sky. Pull your thigh muscles up, your hip joints, tuck your tummy in. You can tighten your buttock muscles, all supporting your back. Relax your shoulders. Crown of head is lifted, chin is tucked, looking up at the sky. Relax the shoulders. See if you can go down a little further. Shaking is good. And raising your arms up above the head, straighten your knees, push back on the knees. And we go forward again. Tightening the thighs, hips drawing up, stomach in, lower back is relaxed. Tailbone up behind you. Hands down so the thumbs are at the level of the third eye, looking through your thumbs and relaxing your arms, relaxing your shoulders, leaning forward about 30 degrees. Doing your best. Just beginning where we are. This is a very awkward posture. We're in a position that we simply don't get into. We're opening up areas that may never have been opened before. Be very gentle with yourself. Just do your best. Modify the movements if you need to. Push down on the big toes for balance, for a feeling of solidity, of connecting to the earth, feeling her support. Hands, arms above the head. And knees going inwards. Pull up the buttock muscles. Tighten the whole pelvic area. Tailbone coming forward as you lean back. Opening up your arms to hold the sky. Crown of the head is lifted. Chin is tucked. Making your best effort. Tightening, tightening. Relaxing the shoulders and upper body. imagining the sacroiliac joints opening. Creating more space in the abdomen, in the abdominal area. More space for Dantian, for more abundant chi. Lifting arms above the head, congratulating yourself and everyone. Lifting up the earthly chi, the heavenly chi, all in this ball of energy above your head. Slowly drawing it down, bringing this unified energy through the top of your head and into the brain. The top of the brain, the front of the brain, the sides of the brain, the back of the brain, the inner dimensions of the brain, all receiving this oneness energy pouring down through the neck and throat, into the shoulders, into the lungs, the heart, the liver, gallbladder and spleen. Imagine them lighting up with this oneness energy, the adrenals and the kidneys, the stomach, pancreas, intestines and colon, lighting up, illuminating the energy reproductive organs and the bladder, lighting up the whole pelvic area, the sacroiliac joints, the hip joints, the big bones, filling with light. Pouring that light down inside the femur bone, in the thigh, into the knee joints, into those lower bones, the lower leg bones, the ankle joints, the bones and the feet, bones and the joints in the feet. Feel that energy in your shoulders, in the joints. Pouring down through the bones in your arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, into the bones and joints in your fingers. And bringing your feet together. Just feeling your whole body circling your shoulder joints, bringing your hands up to your waist. So we've opened up the pelvic area. Now we're focusing on the hip joints, the knee joints, and the ankle joints. This practice is called 3 joints merging. I call it plank. So standing tall, crown of your head is lifted, chin is tucked. Tighten all the muscles in your buttocks, pulling up on the muscles in your thighs, your hips. You're going to bend from the knees downwards, but not bend your hip joints. So bend your knees forwards, the hip joints not bending. You'll be leaning back from the waist up. Your body from the knees up to your neck, the top of your neck, is straight, like a plank. So you're leaning your upper body back to create that plank-like form. Knees are bent as much as you can. Imagine you're kneeling on your toes. All the energy is being dammed by your knees. It's pooling at your knees. Elbows slightly forward so your upper back relaxes. Feel the opening of shoulder blades and upper back when you pull very slightly your elbows forward. The crown of the head is lifted and the chin is tucked. Your neck is open. Keeping the buttock muscles tight. Tummy muscles tight, supporting your lower back. Making your best effort. Lifting from the crown of your head, straightening your body. Coming up, the weight is even on your feet. Close your eyes and feel. Some of you may feel a rush of energy from your knees down, opening up your ankles and your feet. Don't worry if you don't feel that. The practice needs to be repeated. So for the next practice, we need to hold on to something. So find something that's about the level of your waist, and have one hand holding onto it, the feet together, and the other hand is on your waist. Lifting up the leg, which the same side as your hand is holding onto your waist. And your knee is parallel to the floor. So it's like that. Point your toes down, flex your toes up. Point down, flex up. Point down, flex up. And circle your toes around, inside, inward circle. 3 times. Then pause and circle outwards. Your mind is in your ankle joint, opening it up. Leg goes out 45 degrees, pointing your toe. Flex your toe up, push out on your heel. Point your toe. Flex toes up, push out on your heel. Point your toes, flex them, and push out on the heel. Circle inwards, 1, 2, 3. Outwards, 1, 2, 3. Point your toe, place your big toe on the ground. Slide your toe back to the other foot, sliding back the earth's energy into both feet. Then close your eyes and feel. And see if you can feel a difference in the ankles and in the feet, and all the little joints in the feet. Okay, turn around so that you're going to work on the other foot. Your hands on your waist. The same leg comes up in front of you. Point your toes. Flex them up. Point them down. Flex them up. Point them down. Flex them up. Circle inwards. 1, 2, 3. And outwards with your mind and your ankle. 1, 2, 3. Leg springs out, 45 degrees. Point your toe. And flex your toes up. Push down on your heel. You should feel that all the way from your hip joints, down your leg and out your heel. Point your toes. Flex them up. Push down from the hips. Point, flex, push. Circle inwards. 1, 2. Very mindful. Slow it down. 3. And the other way. Your mind is in your ankles. Ankle. Point your toe. Place the big toe on the ground and draw the earth's energy back to the other foot. Close your eyes and feel inside your ankles, your feet, your toes. And then coming back to your place in the room. And we're going to do a practice to bring it all together. So feet together as much as you can. Arms down by your sides. Moving the arms slightly forward, imagining you're holding a big ball of energy from the earth in your arms and hands. And raise this energy up very slowly, feeling it coming up through your body as you raise it up in front of you. Just see if you can feel both. You have it in your arms, and it's coming up your legs, through your pelvis, through the lower torso, up through the upper torso, through the shoulders, up through your arms, into your hands. Now you're holding this great ball of energy above your head. And you're collecting all the energy from above, mixing it all together above your head. Now turning to the left and drawing the energy down in front of you and through you, coming down through the top of your head. And bend your knees as you go down, keeping your spine straight. So it's just your knees that are bending. Don't let your butt stick out behind you. Drawing the energy down through your body, down through your legs. Circling forwards, around to the right, and then drawing the energy up again through your legs, straightening your legs as you go up, through your body, up through your head, and above your head, and turning forwards, turning to your left, and going down again. Gathering the chi down, bending your legs, keeping your spine nice and straight. Down, down, through your body, through your legs and into the earth, around to the left, to the right, and drawing the energy up again, through your legs, straightening your knees, up through your body, up through your head. Feel it. rising up inside you, coming around to the left side, and slowly going down, drawing the energy down. Feel it going down through your head, through the upper torso, the lower torso. Keep it slow. Stay with me. Down through your legs and around. And gathering it up again. Up through your legs, through your torso, up through your head and above, and coming forward. Pausing. Moving again to the right. We go down the other way now. Down to the head, to the body, down the legs, into the earth. Around to the left, up through the legs. Feel the energy coming up through your pelvis, lower body, middle body, upper body, head, above, circling around to the right. Stay with me. Going down through the head, through the upper body, lower, down through the legs, and around to the other side, to the left, up through the legs, up through the body, up through the head, above the head, and circling to the right. And we go down. Feel the energy moving through you. Around to the left. The energy begins to move up. Above the head. Turning forwards. Pausing. And collecting the energy. Gathering it in your arms. Collecting this energy that grounds you, that brings you to life, fully present in this life, on this earth. Draw that energy down through the top of your head and fill your brain. This quiet openness, steadiness in every brain cell. Pouring this stillness, this peace, this okayness through your shoulders, relaxing your shoulders, into your chest, into your heart, into your lungs, into your liver, gallbladder, spleen, into your kidneys, adrenals, stomach, pancreas, intestines and colon, into your energy reproductive organs, into your bladder, the whole pelvic area, open, steady, grounding down through your legs, into your feet, down through your roots, down, down, down to the center of the earth, feeling the core of the earth, feeling the core of your body centered in Dantian, feeling the connection between your Dantian down your legs, through your feet, through your roots, down, down, down. The Dantian of the earth. Feel that connection. Opening your eyes slowly, making your way to seated position and placing your hands on your navel. Closing your eyes again. Connecting deep inside the center of your abdomen. The Dantian. Imagine your hands are energy hands. And they're inside your abdomen. Move your palms away, your fingers, creating a ball of chi right in front of your abdomen. Imagining your energy palms, your energy hands are inside. And you're holding this energy ball, which is your Dantian. Connect with your Dantian. Feel it. This ball of vibrating energy, this ball of aliveness, your aliveness between your hands, your life force, the power of life inside you, inside your hands. Feeling the connection of your Dantian with everyone's Dantian. Everyone in the room with me, everyone online, all of us feeling our Dantians as one Dantian. Being very aware that we do this practice to strengthen our own physical body and each other's. To help to steady ourselves and each other. And to stay steady, grounded, anchored in this life. No matter what challenges we face. And feeling the joy of this connection, the belongingness of being part of this community, connecting to to all the Qigong practitioners across the world, all the energy practitioners, the meditators, all the spiritual practices that take us home. Millions, millions and millions of Dantians merging into one Dantian. Feeling the power of the one Dantian and contributing to that power by opening up our energy hand, opening up the one Dantian to all the energy in the universe. Expanding the hands out a little, opening up the one Dantian to the source of all existence. And gathering in this pure chi, pure potential, pure energy into the one Dantian. Opening. Gathering. Opening to the boundlessness, the limitlessness, the infinite light of the universe. Gathering that light deep into the one Dantian. Opening out into the light. Gathering the light deep inside. Opening. Gathering. Opening, expanding out into the light. Drawing the light in, deeper still. Opening. Gathering. Open to the pure, creative light. The light of love, the light of peace, the light of joy, the light of pure harmony. And gather in infinity. Gather in the source energy deep inside, brilliantly lighting up this ball of light that is our collective Dantian. Turn your palms to face inwards and draw this ball of light as you place your hands over your navel. Gather in the ball of light into your center. Still feeling our collective Dantian inside you, inside us all. very slowly making small circles. Feeling your hands moving, rotating the chi in Dantian. Focusing, concentrating the energy into the center. The center of the universe. Inside. And pausing, circling slowly, very small circle around the other way. Focusing. The chi, the abundant chi, strengthening the Dantian, nourishing the entire physical body. Spiraling this chi into every cell in the body. Spiraling the chi deep into every cell, into the DNA. Waking up dormant DNA. Waking up the potential of the human being. The capacity for opening into love. All ideas of separation, all limiting beliefs of us and them dissolving as the full potential of the human being is collectively activated. And coming into stillness. Feeling inside. Allowing hands to fall gently into your lap. Feeling your entire energy body. Relax. Open. Spacious. Harmonized. And whole. Sensing your wholeness. Feeling the gratitude in your heart for your essential wholeness. And together we bow in appreciation for this opportunity to be together like this. In appreciation to each other, to our community, our growing community of dedicated practitioners, feeling the support of each other, the encouragement energetically, and feeling appreciative of your own dedication, your commitment to this work, to this essential work of waking up and coming home to our essential selves, to our essence. We dedicate our practice today and every day to life within us and all around us. Allah.
Hello. Hello.
So, as usual, I invite you to send comments, questions, feedback. Always helpful for me to know what's going on with you all beyond what I can pick up energetically. And that applies to everyone online and, of course, everyone in the room. Thank you for your presence, for your deep practice. Such a gift to be with you all. So, my dears, I'll let you go online. I will check on the chat after the class. So if you want to write your comments, feedback, questions there, I will get back to you. Okay, my dears. Goodbye for now. And I'll see you on Wednesday morning for those of you who can practice at 7:15 on Wednesday. Have a beautiful day.